Hi there, this is OTCMStudio. My name is Dee and welcome to my channel. Today I need your help. So this box that you can see here is part of my fabric stash, and it is, let's not say box how many of my boxes, but I feel like this is a good box to start this series with. So I made a promise at the beginning of the year to only buy fabric if I made something from my stash as well, which has been going okay. I have made a couple of things from my stash, like a wedding guest dress, and I also fixed some things that I promised myself, but to the point, I want to make sure that this box stays this size and doesn't grow. That's the idea. Obviously, the better outcome would be that I got rid of a box, in the sense that I've made all the fabrics in it and I have space again. But let's be real, probably won't happen. So let's just aim to keep the same amount of fabric for now. So this is where I need your help. I have been thinking of projects to make with these fabrics, but sometimes more successfully than others. So I'm going to show you a couple of fabrics, and if you could let me know some suggestions or pattern ideas that you think I could make with these, that would be amazing. I will also use this opportunity to look for patterns that I could make. So hopefully the pressure of making this video will force me to actually make things. Also, I have to admit I have been in kind of a sewing funk, so I'm hoping that this helps a little bit. So let's start with this gorgeous fabric that I got through the Minerva brand ambassador program. This is on me. I have asked for way too much fabric because I wanted to make a matching set, and I have almost finished making the top part of it, but then I wasn't sure what to make with the bottom half. Originally I thought, oh, just some, trousers, but then someone mentioned the skirt. So this is quite often what happens. I feel like there's too many options and then I just don't end up making anything with it. So I have made the first part of this set already, as I mentioned, and I made the Mimi G Style Simplicity 8845, which is a denim jacket with a really good sew along video. I followed that video even though I've made this pattern before, because I feel like the instructions are a bit confusing in some places, so the video is amazing. So this is the denim jacket. If you see this video, this will be on the Minerva blog post on my account, so I will link you to that. As you can see, it's black on the inside, which is not the case for this fabric. This is a print-on-demand fabric, so you can see the other side is white, which I don't mind too badly, but I do think it limits a little bit what you can make with it. Because even in the denim jacket, I made sure that the inside had a lining so that you wouldn't see the white. I don't know why, but it just bothered me a little bit. So this is a cotton canvas fabric, and I think I have about 2 meters left. And it's quite a heavy fabric. It's very structured because it's a canvas fabric. I will link it in the description below. I think it's a cotton canvas. I will correct myself if I'm wrong. So yeah, I asked for a bit too much because I wanted to make something matching, and here are my ideas for that. So number 1 of the options that I am debating for this fabric is the Persephone pants by Anna Allen. I don't actually know how you say that patterning. And I love that pattern. I think I have a couple different versions, maybe 4 at this point. So that's kind of making me question the choice of making these trousers in in this fabric, because I have so many, and I have I have 2 black pairs, so yeah, questionable, but it is a lovely pattern. I would recommend to anyone. So that was option 1. Option 2 is the Blair skirt by True Bias, which I have made. I made this from leftover fabric from when I made my Sachertorte dress, which is one of my own patterns, which I'll put in the link as well, just in case you're interested. So I know that it's a quite easy make, but it looks really cool. It does require buttons, which I hate doing, but as you can see, I somehow always end up making things with buttons. It's ridiculous. My mom keeps laughing at me because I'm always complaining about having to hand sew buttons. Oh well. And then the last one that I thought to make is some kind of jeans. So I was googling and saw the Jessa trousers by Tilly and the Buns. I haven't made a pattern from her in a while. I have made her mostly jersey patterns. So I've made the Freya shirt about 10 times by now. I've also gifted some of them, made some for myself. I really used to love that pattern in the past, so I know that her patterns are good. But I really hate making jeans. So yeah, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this gorgeous fabric. But in the meantime, I have another fabric that I actually need your help with. I bought this cotton satin fabric a couple of months ago. I wanted to make trousers with it, but then I did that thing where I couldn't decide, and then I just didn't make anything with it, and then I didn't even have time anymore, so you know, whatever. But I think it's such a gorgeous color. I love hot pink. I don't think I wear hot pink ever, which is why I thought I'd buy this fabric. I have a couple of ideas. Oh, this fabric is also from Minerva. I have 2 meters of this fabric, which is a good amount, I think. I think that's how much I have. No, I have 2.5 meters of this fabric actually. So it's a gorgeous cotton satin fabric. One side is a bit shiny, and then the other side is matte. Don't think you can see it. So a couple of ideas I've been thinking of for this fabric is to make a blouse. For example, the Butterick 6378, which I've made in the past. I've made this one, I think I made version B, but with short sleeves because I didn't have enough fabric. So I don't actually wear that top a lot, even though I really like it. So I don't know what happened there. It's been a while since I've worn it. But I thought this fabric with version B could be cool. I don't know if it's too heavy for it. The other idea I had after going back on the Minerva site, I saw a lot of people making circle skirts with this fabric, which would be cool. I think it would be a little fancy, maybe too fancy for my work, but it's an idea. And then the last idea I had was some kind of trousers. I have made the tailored trousers a couple months ago, and I really, really like them. So I thought, I made a version with darts, but they have a pleated version. So I was thinking maybe this could look cool in a pleated trouser. But yeah, I'm not sure. So let me know what you think. If you have any ideas. If I come back next time and I've made it, I will let you know. Next up is this gorgeous fabric. I actually have these tapes on it to say how much I have of everything. This is a cotton poplin, also from Minerva. You tell I like to shop there. And it is 140 wide and 200 centimeters, so 2 meters. And it has been pre-washed as well. I think it's so cool, but I have no idea what to make with it. So I will keep thinking of this one. If you have any ideas, let me know. Next up, we have this fabric. I don't know if you can see. It is a gorgeous fabric. I have no idea what it is, or like, yeah, what material, what weight, or anything. It is, I would say, a medium weight fabric, and it's shiny on one side, so maybe it's some kind of jacquard. I bought this in a fabric shop maybe 10 years ago, so maybe not, maybe 8 years ago, when fabric shops were still a thing and we didn't buy everything online. But yeah, I have no idea what to make with it. It is only a meter long and it's 140 centimeters wide. So I don't know if it could be like a jacket or something. You can see it has a shiny quality to it. And then last but not least for this video, I have this viscose fabric. No idea where it came from. It's just been in my stash for that long that I don't actually remember. It is 140 centimeters wide and 2 meters long. It is a really pretty, has a really pretty flower pattern. So yeah, maybe a blouse or some kind of dress. I have been thinking of making some summer dresses, so it could be that. But if you have any cool blouse ideas, let me know. I have been eyeing up the Noah blouse. I think it recommends a linen fabric, but I'm sure you could make it out of other things too, as it's usually the case. So yeah, let me know. Yeah, so thank you for finishing this video. If you did, if you got to the end, again, thank you. If you thought this was horrible, blame my friend who convinced me to do videos because she said I would be okay at it. You know who you are. I don't need to name names. And yeah, hopefully I actually post this video, and next time I will show you what I made with the fabrics that I mentioned, and I will post the links to anything that I talked about in the description below. So have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.